Hello, hello. Don't you love it that it's never on a Tuesday? It's just funny how it works. I do like how Tuesdays with Booga sounds. I'm just a terrible procrastinator, so it usually doesn't fall on the day that it should. So I hope you forgive me. But, I'd like to spend 10 minutes with you. Have a conversation, if you don't mind. If you got 10 minutes, that's all I ask. Just come on, sit down, pop a squat, and let's have a conversation. And today I want to talk about, it's a little bit of a mixture of a couple things. The importance of memories, the impact of how people feel. Usually people, it's not what you did that people reminisce and feel so connected to. It's not the fancy vacation you went on, the cruise ship, the tourist trip you went on. It's how you make somebody feel, how you felt, right? In a moment, in a situation, on your own or with someone else. And how that can link back to the importance of life and the eventual reality of death. Oh boy, death. Jake's talking about death today. It's a little bit of a heavier topic. But I promise it'll be lighthearted and positive. So, the importance of memories is, and I'm a big hugger. If you know me, usually I've squeezed you to death once or twice. And why I do that is because usually people remember when they were in a very tough spot. And usually it's one thing if you say something to somebody, but it's a completely another thing when you console somebody. You really show them you listen to them, you show them you care. And the importance of touch is, I'm freaking reading a book on it because I'm a psycho and I love to understand just how the brain works, how people work, and just how much you wouldn't believe what simply just a hug does for somebody. Just being able to, loosen the shoulders and just allow somebody to just take the weight off, or just celebrate something exciting, or sometimes something sad. Being able to spend that with somebody, and people remember that. People remember how you make them feel. I like to give people hugs because it makes me feel good, and usually it makes people feel good, right? So the importance of how you make people feel, holds echoes through time and stuff like that. It's crazy. A lot of times I think about, not in a negative way, right? A lot of times I think about death and how people have made me feel that aren't with us anymore for much. Like I think of, usually some other people that I'm friends with listen to this. I remember Carter Allen Dyke, and he died when we were about 15. And I remember that kid. I say kid because it's in the past, right? But he just made people feel good. He was such a sweet person, so nice to people, and really just a motivator to just, try to embody that, try to make people, feel good, whether it just be a shitty day or what have you, just being able to, give them a hug, be that person to just laugh at their shitty jokes. The smallest things, it doesn't matter. But what I realized, my dog of 15 years just got diagnosed with bladder cancer, and it's a difficult thing, right? Because life is a timer. It's a countdown. It's a countdown to when eventually, whether it be yourself, your loved ones, an animal, eventually that timer will reach zero. And when it reaches zero, that's it. You don't get to spend time with them anymore. You get to just simply reminisce in the memory of them, right? And it comes down to is people don't really think about death. People don't like to have it in their memory, have it in their thought, because it gives them anxiety. And he's like, well, we're gonna die, oh no. But the importance of always being mindful of death and being mindful that the experiences you have with people, with loved ones and animals, they're limited, right? And that goes hand in hand with the richness of life in general. And I think about, the most painful thing of having my dog 15 years having cancers. I'm over 1,600 miles away. And I don't know how long my dog has left. I don't know if she'll die next week. I don't know if she'll die before I return or after I return. And it's when you get to that moment, right? When you know that timer is starting to getting close to run out. When it's the comfort when you don't know when someone's going to die or when we're going to die. But when you know that someone you love is going to die, that it becomes almost this race and this anxiety to try to spend as many moments as you can with them before that timer reaches zero. And it's a thing that I think everybody goes through, right? Of having to experience that. And I'm happy to say I've had wonderful experiences with my dog, and I love my dog, but not being able to be with loved ones, when they get close to passing away, it's a very, very painful experience. So I bring it back to memories, and the importance of spending time with people is when somebody passes away or an animal passes away, that's what you're left with. It's what the time you spent with them, how they made you feel, how you made them feel, and the hopeful richness of it, and being able to look fondly on it, of how strong of a love you had for them, what you were doing with them, and being able to, no matter how many years, months, being able to clear as day, remember that moment, remember back to how it made you feel. So as we sit here for only 10 minutes, I only keep you for 10 minutes. I know some people wish it longer, but I like keeping it short because some people have ADD, some people got shit to do, right? So I don't keep you here too long. But the importance of, hey, you come home from a shitty day of work, hey, it's been a rough day, you just want to sit on the couch, you want to play video games, be a fat piece of shit. Justifiably so. But if you can spend one moment, at least, a day, and make somebody feel good, spend a moment of them to have something, whether it be big or small, to be impactful, to be something that you can remember. Because every single day, we don't know if I don't like to talk like this, but you don't know if it's your last, you don't know if it's that person's last, if it's an animal that you love's last, you don't know. So all I'd say from you, the only thing, my homework for you, the only thing I ask from you is at least once a day, if you have an opportunity to do something for somebody you love, give them a call, say, hey, you son of a bitch, how are you doing? Can't give you a hug right now, you might be far away doing your own thing in your own life. Being able to make people feel well, make them feel good, and, give people memories to look back on, because at the end of the day, that's all you can do, when you lose people, is look back on how they made you feel, and hopefully how you made them feel. So it's coming up to 10 minutes. I told you I wouldn't keep you here too long. So I'm happy to sit down and have a conversation. Death sucks, death's difficult. So it's nice to have you here sitting down with me. Don't get to sit down with my dog and people I love all the time, so I appreciate being able to have this discourse and conversations, and hopefully I don't rant like a moron and Hopefully I don't sound like I'm some babbling buffoon, and hopefully there was something you were able to get from it. But thank you for sitting down. I know I don't make them every week. You know, I don't. I ran out of camera space. I had to remove some useless shit. So we timed out, but we're still finishing out, right? So I appreciate you. Thanks for sitting down and listening. Hopefully somebody's around you, they can give you a big ol' hug. If you around here, I give you a big ol' hug, you son of a bitch. But have a great rest of your day. And hey, maybe I'll see you next time, all right? Sounds good? All right. Have a fantastic rest of your day.